Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode. In this one we're looking at Tesla stock again. Of course today we're talking about Tesla for 2021 and what I do expect to happen in that year. Spoiler alert is I do expect that to be a big year for the stock, as I do believe Tesla is a huge company and I think this will reflect in the shares price in years to come. But obviously specifically in this one we are talking about 2021. So of course, before we do begin, a few things to note are: one, I am not a financial advisor, this is just my opinion. Two, it would be appreciated massively if you could subscribe. Three, it would be appreciated massively if you could join us on Discord. Link to the Discord is down in the description. And the fourth thing is we do have channel memberships coming out tomorrow. So if you do want to become a member of the channel, feel free to do that when it does come out. It will just say join on the channel. Right then, so let's just have a quick look at how the stock price has been moving. We're just going to have a quick, overview over the past year. We're not going to talk too much about how it has been moving, but obviously we can see that it's up quite a lot this year. A few reasons for that: obviously it had 4 quarters of consecutive positive earnings. This subsequently allowed it to get into the S&P earlier this year, and I think the S&P is one of the reasons why it's definitely going to rise into 2021. And of course, if you guys don't really know, basically whenever everybody buys a share of the S&P 500, they're buying a small, a very, very small amount of each company on that list, and Tesla is going to be one of the ones on that list. So of course, when people do buy it, they are also buying a small amount of Tesla stock, and that will subsequently make Tesla stock go up. But obviously, even though that is a significant factor, there are definitely more significant factors when we look at Tesla and its future growth. I think some, more significant factors include a potential $25,000 car. I've talked about this one a lot in the past because, you know what? We are kind of understating how massive this would be if it did happen. So obviously you guys already know the Model 3 is the best-selling electric car for this year and actually the previous year, 2019. And people do like Tesla's cars. They like the way that the dashboards look. They like the way that the exterior looks. They like the way it's just a cool vehicle to drive. Obviously, if that sold so well, which it did, imagine making the same car or a similar car and charging half of the price for the same vehicle. Of course, a lot more people will be able to afford it. A lot more people will buy it just because of the price, even if they can afford the more expensive car. It's just going to be a great and very smart business move to get Tesla more on the map in the vehicle industry. So obviously, yeah, a cheaper vehicle and, consecutive cheaper vehicles in the future are factors which could definitely hugely increase the stock's price. And I think other important things include, the manufacture of these huge factories. Of course, the more factories produce, the better, because it means that you can have a more regional approach, and also you can produce cars and ship cars faster to a desired location. So obviously, if you have one plant in, I don't know, Europe, in Germany, like they do, if you have one in America, one in, let's just say, China, one in the United Kingdom, obviously it's going to be a lot more efficient to ship those vehicles to that landmass, and subsequently you are definitely going to be able to get more sales in that market sector for the future. And I think, the amount of building with these factories, the amount of buildings that have been taking place and the amount of factories that have been constructed, I think it's definitely putting us into a great position for 2021. I think the main reason for that is simply being due to the fact that, with a lot more factories, yes, they might not be in, 100% utilized right now, but into the future, factory and capacity utilization of those factories will definitely increase, in my opinion. And I think, like I said, that will put us in a much better place to manufacture this $25,000 car. So obviously, the cheaper car, the more factories, two great reasons why it could explode into the future. S&P, another great reason. And the final great reason, which I am going to add, is simply due to the fact, actually there's another one after that, but yeah, because this company is basically engaging in a lot of emerging markets, I think it's a very interesting approach that they have taken. And the reason for this is because, we are kind of in an interesting time right now, in the sense that a lot of countries like India and China, they have an extremely quickly growing middle class, and of course people therefore want a car like this. Producing these cars in China and, also potentially in India in the future, shipping them out there is a great move in my opinion, because, it will basically mean that potentially more customers can access a Tesla vehicle as their choice of vehicle, and obviously these people in these countries will think that the cars are cool too, so I think it's definitely going to be a smart move to ship them out there. Another thing, which is a final thing, of course, this is not 100% confirmed yet, but I think we are going to see a lot more of it into 2021. I think we're definitely going to see a lot more increased positive buy ratings from professional analysts, and the reason why I think this is because I do expect sales to continue on the path upwards and continue going into the sky. I think as this does happen, a lot more people will say Tesla is undervalued. And of course, that's not guaranteed to happen by any means, it's just my opinion. But if this does happen, I think we'll see quite the impact on the shares price subsequently, as obviously people will be more confident to buy the stock as more analysts do turn bullish on this one. So of course, that's just my quick update and opinions. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.